Hello YouTube, my name is Michelle and today I wanted to share with you a wreath idea on how to make this out of snowflakes for putting on like this card. So the materials you're going to need is just some basic paper to cut out your ring on the bottom. Now, being that I'm a new crafter, I don't have any circle punches. I don't have any dies. I don't have anything to cut out circles. So I had to kind of go old school or, kid friendly for this. So this is actually probably a kid friendly project. But what I did is I just got a circle shape. You can get any shape that you want if you've got, something to trace. Maybe a round cookie cutter or something like that might cut through. So basically with this, I just drew the circle, the outer circle, and then for the inner part, I used the bottom of this cup and centered it up and drew around it, which is how I got my shape today. I think you can buy stencils and stuff. So there's probably easier ways, but this is what I'm working with. So I drew the two circles, and to cut out the center, now kids probably can't do this part, but what I did is I just took you can probably use an X-Acto knife. I just had a little box cutter that I used, and basically slit the center and basically cut it like you would have, like cutting a pizza, just across, so that it broke up this paper. And then I traced out the inner ring so that it peels away pretty nicely like this. So I'm gonna finish cutting this part out. Look at this. An X-Acto knife would be easier, but I don't have one of those. I have so many things that are on my list of I would like to eventually have for doing crafts. So, but for right now, I'm making it work. So I'm just gonna finish trimming this away. I think I've gotten, no, I missed that side. So you just want to, kind of cut this away. You could do this with scissors. I don't have any small scissors, maybe like cuticle scissors or little crafting ones. All I have are gigantic scissors, and they don't really fit inside these. So, but I had this little box cutter, so that's what I'm working with. And then the outer part, you just want to cut away like normal, like with, regular cutting skills that you probably acquired in kindergarten. So set that aside. Some of this know-how is, not too difficult. So I'm just going to cut this away. And you could probably draw this. If you have a protractor, probably use something like that. Is that what's called a protractor? It draws the circles. Gosh, stuff we used in school that unless you're an architect or some kind of designer, I don't think you ever use in real life. So anyway, here's just a basic, basic circle. This isn't anywhere close to perfect, but I'm gonna be covering it in snowflakes, so I wasn't aiming for perfection. So you get your little ring cut out there. And then what you're going to do is at the Dollar Tree, they have these foam stickers. The pack was already opened, kind of looks like this with it on there. And then it comes with a bunch of different shapes. But we're going to be using the snowflakes out of this pack today. And so what you're going to do is, or what I like to do is to know, depending on how big your ring is, placing them where you think you might put them, and that way you can count before you stick them down how many you're going to need. So just kind of placing these about like so and seeing how many I need. The first layer, you kind of do it like, I guess you would a compass kind of deal. So you have north, south, east, west, and then the in-between. So you do it like this, but as you can still see the green behind it, and I kind of want to cover that up. So what I'm doing is placing in a second layer on top. So you would place these like so, all the way around. And it's 2 layers. The bottom layer has 8 and the top layer has 8. So you would need 16 of these in total for the top and bottom layers, just to cover all the nooks and crannies. Now, if you wanted to make it white, I mean, obviously you can make these any color. I mean, you could do them pink, you can do them blue, red, you know, whatever suits your fancy. But today we're gonna do green ones, green snowflakes. So I've just got me a little basic card here to catch my glitter. And what we're gonna do, let me pop this off. So what we're gonna do is we are going to glitter the backs of these. You just peel the backing off like this, and the sticky side, I'm just dunking it inside of this little container to glue the back. Now you can just pour it out if you want, but I just like doing it like this and tapping it on the can, and it gets the excess glitter off. So what you're left with is something that looks like this, and it kind of looks like a leaf, or it looks like leaves around the edges. So you would glitter up each of these. Let me do one more. So you glitter up each of these, turning them, in this case, green, and obviously you can do any color you want. You could do a fall wreath, maybe an orange and browns, maybe a black or something. So do it like this, and dunk it in the canister and just tapping it off, and there you go. So it makes like a greenery there for not a whole lot of money. So then you would glitter all of them up. You would glitter every single one, however many that your wreath takes, and then you get your little piece here. And what I'm doing is, at the Dollar Tree, they have these little glue dot packs, and it just comes with sheets of glue dots like this. Because these are so teeny tiny, what I've done is I take this little glue dot and I just cut it in half. Cut it in half like this. So you would need 8 for 16 snowflakes. You would need 8 of these little pieces. And like I said, they come in a little sheet, so you just get 8 of these and then cut them in half, and that will give you all the little glue dots that you need. And it's permanent glue too, so it sticks really, really well. And then you just stick your little glue dot to the back like so. They peel off really easy. They come off clean. It's a clean sticky dot. So, and then you just start layering these on, finding how you want it to look, you know, like so, where it's got the leaves at the bottom, in the center, and at the top. I'm going to show you another one. And peel this here. Again, you just stick it to the back. It's really easy. And just layer these up. And you would continue to do just that. Oh, my glue went over just a little bit on the back, so you might want to watch that. You could always lay the glue dot actually on the paper so that you can see that it's not going over, and then put your snowflake on top. So you would continue to layer this up. It takes 8 on the bottom. So I'm not going to glitter all of these all the way because that just takes a lot of time, but I think you get the idea of glittering that up. And then what you're left with after you layer them all up is something that looks similar to this. Actually, I did this one on white paper. I didn't realize I had green at the time, but I actually did this on white paper, and I just colored the paper, the white ring itself, in some glue ink, green ink, to cover the paper. So before I started laying it, I had my white wreath, and then I just stamped on some ink, and it made it green. So I did that. And so you're left with something that looks like this. Now, like on this card here, it has the little, I have the little holly berries, or the berries. Now, how I did that was at Hobby Lobby a few weeks ago. I had picked up some flower sequins that look, well, they look like this. They're just little flowers. And I clustered them up in groups of 3, like so. And I took a little glue dot. Let's tear this off. I took a little glue dot and I just cut it in half, like so. And we're just gonna peel this off. My dog has come in here, so I'm trying to keep her from walking across the floor. I'm sorry if y'all hear her nails. She was on the couch, but I guess she wants to know what I'm doing. So basically I just kind of stick these on, like so, onto the actual little vellum piece, clipping little patches of the glue, like so, just like this. So that kind of looks like this. It's like a little trio of flowers. And then I peel it off, so they're now all stuck together in like a stretchy ink glue mess, basically. And then I kind of squish it together, kind of form it, and squish the little, so that they're layering on top of each other, with the glue behind them. So it makes like a little, it's not gonna focus on. Anyway, it makes like a little flower with them all squished up. And then again, another glue dot, the other half, basically. The other half of the glue dot. Actually that's kind of big, but we're just gonna roll it. I guess you could cut it in half a second time to make it smaller, but we're just gonna roll with this. And then you just kind of stick it on wherever you want it to be, like so. So I'll show you one more time. So you're gonna get you another one of these little glue dots and cut it. I cut it in half the long way for the holly berries, so that there's enough glue lengthwise for the sequins to adhere. And I'm pretty sure you can use craft glue, or I don't know, maybe a hot glue gun or something like that, but I don't have any of that stuff. So, and these dots are so inexpensive. I mean, it's $1 for 3 sleeves of these things. So, and I mean, if you cut them in half and you cut them down and make them smaller, you get even more. I think it comes with 36 in the pack. So what is that? 72 if you cut them in half. So then for $1. All right. So again, just kind of sticking them on the vellum itself and just layering it up, sticking them on like this, so that they're kind of, you know, in a row, and then peeling the whole row off the sticky dot and kind of moving them around so that they layer up and they stick to themselves into kind of a little flower berry shape. And then I'll use the one that I cut off. There it is. All these little pieces of paper are making such a mess. So then I just take this off, stick it to the back, make it one big embellishment. And then I take that and stick it on the holly, or stick it on the wreath. That one's a little sticky. The glue got messy. Oh, because I stuck it on backwards. Well, you get the idea. I actually stuck the thing on backwards, so that's why it's messed up. But, you know, oh well. Mess ups on camera, it happens. Normally I would just peel this off and just start over, but I've made a mess. So, but anyway, you get the idea. You could probably do this with all kinds of things. Maybe plain sequins. You could also probably do it with, hold on. At Michael's, they have, let me see if I have them. Here we go. At Michael's, they have these red rhinestones that you could, you know, use for holly. You could, let me open this pack really quick. Sorry for the crinkling. You could just take one of these little rhinestones and stick it maybe in the center. You could even dazzle it up even more and make a little center to it. Do different colors or however you want to do this. So you can make it look like this, but that's how you make the wreath from the snowflakes. And, you know, so I hope someone finds this helpful and easy. It's a pretty inexpensive craft project. Your kids can get involved and help you make these. Maybe they could make them for a teacher or, you know, a Sunday school teacher or, you know, a friend, grandparent. So this is a kid-friendly craft. Aside from cutting out the circle part, they might need assistance with cutting this out if you're using some kind of blade, but maybe you have a cutter or a punch for cutting out circles. So this is the end result on here on the card. I decorated it with some washi tape and put a little sticker that I layered up. So this is how this turned out. Actually, on the back of here, I've got just a little patch there that I did with some extras I had left over. So, endless possibilities. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this snowflake wreath making project. If you like, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully in the next few days I will get some more how-to videos up. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a great day.